10th house. It's exciting, and it will show you your greatest potential, okay? I am a Virgo rising. My greatest potential is to develop the ability to communicate to people, to talk, and to write. And what do I love writing? I'll tell you, I love writing science fiction because the planet Uranus, okay, and the planets Mercury are conjunct in Libra in my second house. So I have the potential to make money, to make a living, to make a sustenance, okay? I love being a communicator and a writer. And that's not the only planet that conjuncts there, but I'm just telling you what my passion is and what I love, because the sun is there and Pluto is there, okay? And these things are close to the third house cusp. And so therefore, I'm passionate and I'm very willful and forceful speaker as well as writer, And so I invite people to look into that because people ask me all the time, what did the Creator put me here to do? And we talked about the North Node. But we can also talk about the 10th house in the midheaven and how this is your greatest potential. When you develop your greatest potential, it helps you achieve that destiny that you were sent here to do, And so when you talk about when we find out who are the best policemen, the best military soldiers, the best martial artists and boxers and athletes, you'll find that they're Cancer risings. This is exactly what you'll find. They are Cancer risings. And you understand why women, what represents Cancer, will kill over their children. Because women, which is the first house, Cancer rising, we're going to say, the fifth house of Cancer, the fifth house of women, what they love, which what the fifth house represents, is Scorpio. So they love their children to death, and they will kill you over them. And this is why the women are the most ferocious defenders of their children anywhere on the earth, if you look at from the animal kingdom to the human kingdom.
Yeah, not only will they kill for it, they'll die for it, which killing and death is the same vibration.
That's right. And they're transformed when they have children. Especially when they have that first child, they're transformed. It transforms them. You can say it transforms them into a woman, finally, whatever, but they are transformed once they have that first child, And so we're looking at how these archetypes play into everyday life. You dig what I'm saying? So if you're out there, and you're a Leo rising, you'll find that the people that you attract as partners, the people you commit to, that you marry or commit to as a partner, or the type of contracts you sign are very unique. They're very original. They're kind of different. Some even people say weird. You ever see people, you say, well, I don't know how the fuck they ended up together, because now I can't even imagine you with that chick. You know what I'm saying? These people sometimes, a lot of times, are Leo risers because these people marry people that others find weird or different or genius or inventive. These are people who marry scientists. You know what I'm saying? Or people like that, because they have Aquarius, which represent those things in the 7th house of marriage. And so so the natal promise can tell you a lot of things. You're looking for, how can I get well? How can I make myself feel better and be healthy? And so the 6th house is the house of health when it comes to diet and hygiene and routine and exercise. And so the sign on the 6th house cusp will show you how the ailments that the body will break down with when you neglect those things. Okay? So, if you have Pisces in the 6th house, and it's very good for you to meditate, very good for you to meditate, very good for you to swim and to meditate, to listen to music, because this is going to, on a routine level, this is going to help keep you healthy and heal you. You dig? And so each house is and sign on the cusp of those houses represents the archetypical way and how to facilitate that energy. And so you worry about how I'm going to make money, and you're a Virgo rising. Well, you better get a partner, because Leo's on that cusp of your, Libra is on the house of cusp of your money. And that's the house and that's the sign of partnership. And so you need to make some type of commitment to some person, place, or thing, okay? And view it in a partnership, you know what I'm saying? In order for you to be able to grasp the entire higher energy forms of that. Now, one of the things I like to also talk about is high and low energy. These things have a higher and lower application in my perspective. We talked about the murderous degree of Mars and Pluto conjunct. Well, there's a higher aspect of that too. I call it the Phoenix degree. Do you know why? Because Pluto transforms. Okay, and Mars is courageous, but Mars also represents a fire. Now, if you are into esoteric astrology and alchemy, you understand that fire destroys to make way for the new. Okay, that the lower vibration of fire is pain and burning, but the higher vibration that it burns away the physical, so the spirit can rise. And so now you have Mars and Pluto, and Mars is the ancient ruler of Scorpio, by the way. So they're very similar. And they're conjunct in the chart. These people have a very, very good chance to transform. Now, let's say for it's in the house, the third house, they're going to transform people through what they say and how they think and what they write, and transform their siblings, their relatives, the people in their neighborhoods, okay? Let's say for this configuration is in a Libra. So the lower vibrations that, yeah, they may mess around and kill their partner or be killed by their partner. We put in a situation where they see their partner die or they see the death of the relationship coming. But also, they could be transformed by it.
Hold on, Lord. We need a commercial break. We got a commercial break coming in less than a minute. So if you can wrap it up, or you can bring it to a pause, because I know you're not done, and I want you to finish, okay?
All right, I'll get that pause, 361.
Yeah, we got a commercial break coming, all right? All right, we'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. All right, we're gonna be off for about 5 minutes. We gonna play some music or a commercial or whatever. All right, and we'll get with you. All right, just stay there. We'll be right back.
All right, you got 5 minutes.
All right, good. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that 10th, how people can go through that 10th house and help achieve their
the vocation. Please use the word vocation. All right?
Okay.
Let them know, because we've been dealing with Mars and Pluto like a motherfucker, right? So you know, to the average mind that ain't groomed to this, they can't take it, man. That shit is scary, all right? Just like it was when you first got it. So keep that frame of mind. Also, is MARKHU still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, well, you can't talk about the natal promise. You got nothing to say, huh? Very well. Is anybody else online other than us three? Who else is there?
Okay.
We got 7 people listening. And we got 5 people. So I know it's the young lady 347.
It's me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Of course I can.
It's Say Love. It's Say Love.
You don't want to do no inputting? Get out of here. You don't want to put no input, Say Love?
Yeah, I just been listening. I was like editing something at the same time. I don't know, I might have some input, but I just been listening.
Yeah, you ain't got no confidence. We're going to build your confidence, man. Fuck all that, man. Get your confidence up. Cut it out. If you don't want to reveal your identity, that's cool. We'll know that you don't want to reveal your identity by the fact that you don't say who you are. And we ain't going to say, oh, hey, Jessica, what's up, mama? We ain't going to do that. But if you go, but add some input. Because whether you realize it or not, input feeds all 3 of us. That shit, it stimulates us. You know?
I can see. It's my Skype sometimes messes up, so as a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to probably shut my computer for a second here, but I can pick up the line in a minute.
Okay. Well, the thing is, the fact that I can hear you right now, that you can hear what's going on.
40 seconds.
I hear you, dog. Means that you can speak. I don't have you on mute. You can speak. And it has nothing to do with how correct or how incorrect you are. Because if you're incorrect, the fact that we need to correct it will educate everyone else out there. And if you're correct, it contributes.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back. I got to fix my computer. 1 second.
We got 10 seconds. 9,